There's a hidden epidemic in medicine. Of course, patients are scared when they come to the doctor, right? I mean, imagine you wake up with this terrible bellyache. You go to the hospital, you're lying in this strange place, you're on this hospital gurney, you're wearing this flimsy gown, strangers are coming to poke and prod at you. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't even know if you're going to get that blanket that you asked for 30 minutes ago. But it's not just patients who are scared. Doctors are scared too. We're scared of patients finding out who we are and what medicine is all about. And so what do? We put on our white coats and we hide behind them.
Publication bias affects every field of medicine. About half of all trials on average go missing in action, and we know that positive findings are around twice as likely to be published as negative findings. This is a cancer at the core of evidence-based medicine. If I flipped a coin 100 times, but then withheld the results from you from half of those tosses, I could make it look as if I had a coin that always came up heads. But that wouldn't mean that I had a two-headed coin. That would mean that I was a chancer and you were an idiot for letting me get away with it. But this is exactly what we blindly tolerate in the whole of evidence-based medicine. You can see what a staggering difference there was between reality and what doctors, patients, commissioners of health services and academics were able to see in the peer-reviewed academic literature. We were misled. And this is a systematic flaw in the core of medicine.
And so, is it any wonder, given all of the costs and the side effects of the drugs that we're using to treat these preconditions, that every year we're spending more than $2 trillion on healthcare, and yet 100,000 people a year, and that's a conservative estimate, are dying not because of the conditions they have, but because of the treatments that we're giving them and the complications of those treatments. Start with the doctor-patient relationship. Doctors, most of them, are in a fee-for-service system. They are basically incentivized to do more. Procedures, tests, prescribe medication. Patients come to them, they want to do something. We're Americans, we can't just stand there, we have to do something. And so they want a drug, they want a treatment, they want to be told, this is what you have, this is how you treat it. And if the doctor doesn't give you that, you go somewhere else. That's not very good for a doctor's business. Or, even worse, if you are diagnosed with something eventually and the doctor didn't order that test, you get sued. We have pharmaceutical companies that are constantly trying to expand the indications, expand the number of people who are eligible for a given treatment because it obviously helps their bottom line. We have advocacy groups, like the one that's come up with Reviver, who want to make more and more people feel they are at risk or might have a condition so that they can raise more funds and raise visibility, etc. But this isn't actually, despite what journalists typically do, this isn't actually about blaming particular players. We are all responsible.
When it comes to medicine, having that trust is a must. And when that trust is gone, then all that's left is fear.